Welcome to Heart Attack Awareness. If you're watching this, it's because you care about your health and want to stay ahead of silent dangers. Before we begin, please click subscribe. We share critical, life-saving advice every week that can help you, or someone you love, stay out of the emergency room. Today, we're breaking down 5 silent symptoms of heart attacks, subtle red flags most people ignore until it's too late. These are the false whisper before the storm, and knowing them could mean the difference between life and death. 1. Unrelenting indigestion or heartburn. Many people experiencing an impending heart attack dismiss it as simple indigestion. You might feel pressure, burning, or discomfort in the chest or upper abdomen after eating. But in some cases, that pressure isn't from your digestive system. It's from your heart crying out. This symptom often appears hours or even days before a heart attack. Unlike typical heartburn, it's persistent and may come with cold sweat, nausea, or lightheadedness. It's not what you ate, it's a warning sign. Pay attention when antacids don't help, especially if the feeling returns frequently after meals along with fatigue or shortness of breath. This combination should trigger caution. 2. Unusual jaw, neck, or back discomfort. A heart attack doesn't always start with crushing chest pain. Sometimes it begins in places you least expect. Your heart shares nerve pathways with your jaw, neck, shoulders, and upper back. Because of this, pain or discomfort in these areas can signal trouble. This pain often feels deep and aching, not sharp like muscle soreness. You might feel it radiating down your arms or up into your jaw, or simply along your shoulder blade. It may disappear and reappear, making it easy to ignore. But it shouldn't be ignored. If you feel this kind of discomfort, especially accompanied by other unusual symptoms, get help fast. 3. Sudden cold sweats or night sweats. Breaking out into cold sweats without physical exertion or heat can be alarming. Your heart is working harder than usual, maybe struggling, and it's triggering your sweat glands in response. Sometimes this happens at night, waking you drenched and confused. This type of sweating is less about temperature and more about your nervous system going into emergency mode. If it happens once, you might brush it off. If it happens multiple times, and especially if accompanied by other silent indicators, it's a flashing red signal. 4. Persistent fatigue or exhaustion. We all get tired, but warning signs of heart strain look different. This is a deep, almost crushing fatigue that doesn't go away with rest. A heaviness in your chest or limbs that makes daily tasks feel monumental. You wake up already beat. You could pick spinach off the floor and feel like you ran a marathon. This isn't aging or a busy week. It could be your heart sending a distress call. 5. Unusual shortness of breath. When talking about heart attacks, talking about lung issues is common, but the problem usually starts with your heart. If it begins to fail to pump effectively, fluid backs up in your lungs. Suddenly, everyday movement, climbing stairs, walking the dog, leaves you breathless. If this breathlessness can't be tied to exercise or a cold, or happens even at rest, especially at night, it's not allergies, it's a medical warning. Why these symptoms are often missed. These symptoms don't arise like a classic Hollywood heart attack. They're vague and easy to blame on stress, indigestion, aging, or just a long day. That's why it's essential to listen closely to your body. These 5 signs may not overload you with pain, but they can still indicate your heart is silently distressed. Ignoring them may cost more than you realize. What you should do if you notice them. Act early. Do not rest and wait. Track symptoms, timings, severity, patterns. Get tested, high-sensitivity troponin, ECG, possibly a coronary calcium scan. Call emergency services if symptoms worsen or persist. Real-life stories. Person A ignored repeated indigestion, had a silent heart attack in bed at night. Person B, a marathoner, kept brushing off jaw pain during races, and later found severe arterial blockages. Person C was awakened by cold sweats and breathlessness, thinking it was the flu, until the ambulance found a 90% blockage. Prevention strategies: healthy diet, Mediterranean style, anti-inflammatory foods. Regular checkups, especially if you have risk factors. Holistic lifestyle, stress management, sleep, exercise, no smoking. Advanced testing, CAC scoring, inflammation markers, lipoprotein A. Closing remarks: these symptoms may whisper, but they do not lie. If you notice one or more of these red flags, don't hesitate. Your life depends on quick action. Thank you for watching Heart Attack Awareness. If this video helps you stay alert, hit like, share it with loved ones, and subscribe for more critical knowledge. See you in the next video where we dive deeper into home exams you can do to test for a failing heart.